Hello everyone, how are we? Sorry, just making sure my voice was working. Welcome along, it is the final JDQ of the week. It is Friday the 25th of July. Thank you very much, as always, for downloading, listening, consuming, however you have come across JDQ today. So thank you very much, as always, for joining me for another 5-question quiz. I was trying to be clever, I'll be honest, this week, because it is Daddy Daycare, and it's the end of the first week of Daddy Daycare as you're listening to this. I was very, very tempted to try and get the whole of the summer holidays worth of JDQs recorded in one go, and then they just go out every day like they normally do. However, I realized quite quickly that even recording sort of 5 by the end of the week, it gets a bit like, meh. So I've decided to keep it upbeat and bouncy rather than, you can probably, if I recorded them all in one go, you could just like get the progression of. So to keep them all fresh, I've reworked my diary for the next couple of weeks. We'll get them all recorded so you still have them across the summer holidays. Not missed a Monday to Friday yet, and I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. So 5 questions then to round out the week. Grab your pens, grab your paper, let's get settled in. And I've got some, oh no, that's all right, I can pronounce that. I just looked at a word and it's in red on my Word document, and I thought that usually means that I need to pronounce something, but no, it's all good. I can pronounce that, as you'll find out now. Here we go. Friday the 25th of July, question number 1. Fram Museum, that's F-R-A-M, Vigeland Park and Norsk Folk Museum are 3 of the top TripAdvisor attractions in which country? So Fram Museum, which is F-R-A-M, Vigeland Park and Norsk Folk Museum are 3 of the top TripAdvisor attractions in which country? Number 2, which dessert is made by the warming and then cooling of a flavoured liquid containing gelatin? So which dessert is made by the warming and then cooling of a flavoured liquid containing gelatin? Number 3, Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield have all portrayed which superhero? So Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield have all portrayed which superhero? I'm really annoyed, right? I've been bitten quite a lot through the beginning of this summer months, and not one of them turned out to be radioactive and gave me superpowers. I'm very disappointed. Just left me needing antibiotics instead. Question number 4. Which of these oceans does Scotland not have a coastline with? Is it the Irish Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the North Sea? So really, it's which of these? Yeah, I'm going to reword that question and ask it again. Which of these bodies of water does Scotland not have a coastline? Is it the Irish Sea, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, or North Sea? Because 2 of those are not oceans. Dingbat. And your final question then of the week, number 5. Name one of the 3 air signs of the zodiac. So name one of the 3 air signs of the zodiac. There you go, that's your 5 to round out of the week. I'll be back with the answers then very shortly once Dave counts us down, so make sure you're all settled and ready to go for when he does. And yeah, he'll count us down 5 to 0. Have your answers ready. I'll be back after Dave.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Thanks, Dave. Right, let's see how you did then with your final JDQ of the week. Number 1, the Fram Museum, Vigeland Park and Norsk Folk Museum are 3 of the top TripAdvisor attractions in which country? It is Oslo. Number 2, which dessert is made by the warming and then cooling of a flavoured liquid containing gelatin? It is jelly. Number 3, Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield have all portrayed which superhero? It is Spider-Man. Yeah, honestly, I would have just loved to, have been bitten. I've got a lump on my leg at the moment that's being treated by antibiotics. Why couldn't one of them be radioactive, and then I'd have had all sorts of superpowers? Disappointing. Number 4, which of these bodies of water does Scotland not have a coastline with? Irish Sea, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, or North Sea? It is the Pacific Ocean. if Scotland had a coastline with the Pacific Ocean, then there's been some real sort of land shifts somehow. And finally, number 5, name one of the 3 air signs of the zodiac. You can have, as long as you've got one of these, you can get the point. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Which I thought Aquarius was a water sign, and now I'm doubting myself. Air signs. Aqua, water. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. No, I am right. That makes a change. Yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You think Aquarius, Aqua, water sign, but there you go. Right, that's your 5 then. So your tiebreaker question then for today is this: how many characters are listed to have appeared in the Marvel film Avengers Endgame? Lots of characters in it, but how many were there? So how many characters are listed to have appeared in the Marvel film Avengers Endgame? As always, competitive players nearest to it gets the point of adding your score to Quiz Hub. It is the difference between your answer and the correct one. Dun, 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 dun. And in 3, 2, 1, there were 63. Yep, 63 characters listed to have appeared in Marvel's Avengers Endgame. So there you go. That is all of your questions then for the week. Thank you very much for joining me, as always, as we get through the first week of Daddy Daycare and the summer holidays. So I wish you all the very best if you are, if your parents trying to juggle work and sorting out childcare, etc. I feel your pain. If you are grandparents looking after the children, if you are friends, family, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, whatever it is, you have our absolute full support, and we wish you the absolute best of luck with it all. Right, that then is it from me today and for the week. Me and Dave will be back next week with another 25 questions spread over 5 days. Thank you as always. Don't forget, drop those ratings, drop those likes, comments, whatever it is that you do with podcasts. I really should investigate this properly to do a better outro at the end of a week. But yeah, drop all of those likes and ratings and everything else, because it's made me feel really, really good that it's 5 stars on both Spotify and also on Apple Podcasts. I feel really, really good that the work and recognition is being, the work that goes into the podcast is being recognized. So thank you so much. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible, because you wouldn't be listening and I wouldn't get the ratings. So thank you very much. That is it from me, from Dave. We'll see you next week. As always then, take care and stay safe.